Hello everybody, welcome back. We've got another pedal. This is kind of cool, so check this out. This might look like a dull wah. It has got a Crybaby name on it, but this is actually a Crybaby Super manufactured by Gen Elettronica in Italy. This belongs to the infamous Alan, i.e. Menzo of Ayrshire, and Alan, it's a good pal. Played a few of his guitars on here. He's been a special guest. I want to get him back in to do something. And the kind of thing with it is he had this and he's like, do you want to have a look at this wah that doesn't seem to be working? And I'm like, sure. So the lineage of this is basically he thought it was working. The signal goes through it, guitar signal goes through it to the amp, it's fine. He engages it and bang, nothing happens. So there's been a couple of wee bits of videos in here. You can see from the insides of it, they never looked like there was anything wrong with it. But realistically, with a wee bit of poking about with continuity testing, etc., the reason this is called the Crybaby Super is Jen put actually the 3.5 power supply in this, you know, like the old Tube Screamer power supply in, so that you didn't need to use the battery and take the cover off and all this jazz, right? So case is that there's a pin there. It'll probably no focus, but you can see here, yeah. So on the top pin there is longer, which is ground, and the other two would be signal positive, whatever, you know. And the idea is the two middle pins are technically connected to each other. When we checked it out, it all looked fine and all that, but checking with the multimeter, it seems like when you put the battery on it and you engage it, you can't get voltage at the input of the circuit. So to me it seemed like this might not have been working, and checking with a continuity tester, you do not get continuity. Therefore, these two are not connected mechanically in here, and it's broken maybe somehow, whatever. That's my thinking of it. So I tried a bypass straight from battery, straight in, and it worked. So I pitched up to Alan and said to him, I was like, do you want me to see if I could pop a general 2.1 barrel power supply input on it? And he says, do what you want. And there we go, we've done it. Just used a step drill, nice and cleanly, happened no hassle. Popped it in, soldered it on. I done actually a test of it all before to make sure I was wiring it correctly and everything is now gravy. So there's a battery in this here, or you can use the power supply live when he wants to use it. I cleaned up the white skirt, because the white skirt's actually a thing by Jen. They've been doing this. This kind of dates from the reading of it. It seems like it's 70s kind of thing. There's a kind of unique thing in it. It's got a white facile inductor in it, which is apparently vintage idea, given that this is 70s. The Italians never had a lot of components, maybe back in the day like everybody else maybe. What they had to do was, it's no tropical caps in this, it's the light blue caps that you can see. And I say we give it a go. It's not really a pedal I would use much. It seems like it's very soft. It is true bypass actually, because even with no power the signal still goes through it. It seems like on the toe end of it, it seems very soft to turn on. Very soft for my feet maybe. So we'll plug it into the Flynn and let's see what happens, eh? So we've got Strat, raw vintage V60 pickups as usual, standard into the Flynn settings here. Flynn is into reactive load. Load is loaded into Ableton with the York Audio 4x12 as usual, as I always take. With 7 Toys plate, reverb bypasses thus. Neck pickup. Nice one. Anyway, on the floor we've got just the Gen Crybaby Wah Super. and for the sakes of it, the last pedal we took a look at was Hail to the King, wasn't it? So from an overdrive perspective, here we go. This has just got the battery in use just now, power supply for that. We'll see what happens. As I say, it's kind of toe down is very gentle on engaging it actually. That's it, engaged. That was hardly any pressure whatsoever. It's involuntary for guitarists when they use wah that the mouth goes as well. Sounds great, I think. Yes. Is wah. Every guitarist loves a wah. It was the second effects pedal I'd ever actually bought was a wah. Crybaby Jim Dunlop GC 95, is it? Can't mind the name of it. Try it with some of the overdrives. So we'll go Hail to the King. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Hi again. Beautiful, isn't it? So that's the Jen Crybaby. That was a wee bit of a story I never heard before. Pretty neat. Thanks for giving us a Lenny, Alan. See you in the next one, wherever. Cheers.